struggling with prop firms? Let's go. Hey guys, happy new year to everyone celebrating it currently right now. It's still 7 p.m. In the UK, and we only about 5 hours away from celebrating it. But happy new year to those who are celebrating or watching this video, and who are yet to still happy new year. May this new year bring infinite blessings to you and your family, and kickstart your trading career to profitability for 2025. Without wasting time, let's get straight into it. Now I want to make this video because it's the last video of the year, literally, with today being the New Year's Eve. So I just want to speak about things that which would, I believe, definitely, propel your trading career, tips, tricks, everything that should set you in the right direction, and how you can literally just start 2025 with a bang, right? And that's the title of the thumbnail today's video topic. As you can see here, multiple prop firm certificates. This is where I offer my unlimited one-to-one sessions. I made it affordable for pretty much everyone, guys. And I understand the average person works a 9-to-5 job. So this is student success passing prop firm challenges. Here I post live trades, funded live trades, losing trades, and even if they win or lose, straight after as well. So everything full on transparency. And even if you just want to be part of a great community, link will be in the video description of the video. So just click on the link, join the Discord, and we're up to about 1100 members, growing ever so strong. And I've only had this for a few months or so, and yeah, it's the growth has been phenomenal. Okay, coming to the point. So obviously I've already marked up these zones. Going to be using Euro USD, bit of a change. Normally I like to use gold, because gold is known for a wild beast where it's supposed to be untamable, but then I show obviously how it's profitable as well. This is the break and retest strategy, a super simple strategy, guys. And if you are looking for a strategy that will make you profitable for 2025, guys, start the most simple way, guys. Don't start with ICT, SMC, and fair value gaps, or all this fancy stuff like trend lines, and it's all complicated stuff, guys. Trust me, in the beginning, the break and retest is going to be the most simple one. Why? All you can do is even line chart, or just even use your candlesticks, mark out major rejections, and then just work out entries. But why is it so simple though? Why? It's the logic behind it. All you have to do is wait for a zone. So let's go to a small time frame. Wait for a zone to break, and once it's broken, you wait for price to come back, and you wait for a retest, a rejection, whatever you want to call it. And super simple, right? So in this case, we're going to do a quick example. Let's go to a small time frame. So we get in, now obviously once we go to a much smaller time frame, it becomes more clear, right? It becomes more clear. Now there's different areas you can enter from. Now someone might say, well, this would, for my liking, is a bit too far, and then price comes back, but still you could still take this entry, but it's still a bit far. If it was any other candlestick pattern, I would not have taken this. I'm not saying I did take this, I'm just showing you. But you can see where I just more than 350 plus videos, guys, that show passing prop firm challenges and trading. This long wick rejection, if you just look out for this, and you look out for this like bullish long wick rejection, or a bearish one, and it forms around your key zones, it's gonna have so much value. It's so hard to express, guys, so hard to explain. It's absolutely insane. Now even this trade alone, how much are we looking at, guys? Look at this, 1 to 4.5. Now originally what I would have liked, breakout here. We've got a super strong bullish candle for the breakout. We've got a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, and we've got a bullish tweezer pattern. Now this, for my liking, would have been a bit too late. This one is more than enough. Still, it's not the best bullish engulfing. A better bullish engulfing is if the bullish candle closes above the previous bearish wick high, right? That's more, it's gonna have more significant value. Price, let it come down a little to closer to the zone, and you know, a nice 3.8, you call it 3.5, and that's it. That's all there is to it, guys. All right, so I've marked this one. This is trade would have been a loss. And again, guys, the break and retest, you know, I'm going to be showing you obviously risk management techniques as well. I want to basically, before we end this video, I want to put everything all in one package, and it should give you an idea, you know, how you can start, and you know, and I'm going to be showing you something, guys, that even if you start your trading without a strategy, doing this alone, right, it should help you so much, right? And what is that basically? And that's going to be risk management. Why is risk management king? Why is the main thing? Because imagine, let's just zoom away from here, right? Imagine, guys, right, let me just grab this. Okay, price is moving, you know, making in the bullish trend, making higher highs and higher lows, right? So let me just, it's not going to make me like another one, so let's put this one here, right? Okay, now imagine we're in a bullish trend. Now we're in a bullish trend, so you got to think of this, guys. Which trades, right, are gonna have the most value when you're in a bullish trend? Is it gonna be the buys or sells, right? It's a no-brainer. It's a buy, right? In this case, it's a buy, and if you're in a downtrend, you know, vice versa. So let's do that actually, so you can. I'm a visual person, so I understand better when I actually watch something. Some people are better at listening. Some people are better at reading. And they can just, you know, just tell them once and they'll understand. I'm a visual, so I'm going to be using this for the example. So we've got this bullish trend here, right? Now you got to understand this, guys. Soon as this is in an uptrend right now, there are different kinds of trends. Some are like this one's, you know, not that steep, but now if I was to make it like this, and this trend was just super steep. One moment, let's just say it's a super strong bullish trend. Let's just say something like this, right? Now, why is this important, right? You can even use this as your edge. I'm going to go into over edge as well, you know, how you can apply. Now look at this, guys. Now so imagine, you know, first of all, when you look at a bullish trend, guys, forget about your sells, right? Take them out of the equation. Forget about them. Focus on, right, it's a bullish trend. I'm only going to be focusing on buys, right? Now, why is this still so powerful? This is what I believe, like it's a hidden secret. Not a hidden secret. People just don't grasp this, right? They don't understand this, and this is what mind-boggling to me. And it's not their fault as well. It's if you only know what you know, right? And then until you watch a few videos and you're like, aha, right, okay, that makes sense. So let's just say, guys, I take a buy trade from price. You know, it's making higher highs. It's making a, you know, higher low. Price comes down. Now in an ideal world, obviously you're supposed to take your buy from a higher low point and then wait for price to push up high even further, right? Or you wait for a breakout at a higher high. You wait for a breakout. You wait for some kind of resistance to be established, and you wait for the breakout, and then you take your trade, right? So one would be here and one would be here. Now buys, bullish trends, guys, is so powerful, or a bearish trend. Think of this as a current, guys, right? As a wave, as a, now even if I was to take a buy from here, and let's just say I don't have a clue about trading, right? And or here, let's just say taking all these buys, I don't have a clue. Bearing in mind, if, let's just say we remove the stop loss, right? But we're in a bullish trend. Remember that. Ultimately, even if I have no stop loss, I should win all these trades. So what can you take away from that, what I've just told you there? That, look at this, even if your trades are not the best setups, or let's just say they turn your 50-50 probability trades into 80% winners, 90% probability. It increases probability. If you trade with the trend, it increases the probability of your trade winning, even if you had a bad entry. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Let's just say I was on my way down taking sells. Let's just say it was obviously, you know, let's just say this sell here was super steep as well. it doesn't really matter where I enter from. Even if I took an enter sell from here, right, when the market was a little bit retracing, a little bit bullish here, you know, even if my stop loss, again, if it was a decent size, eventually I would win. Now, the problem with nowadays, what people do, guys, they trade in markets like this, right? And it's what I show in my mentorship as well. When the market's sideways, my students very well clearly know how to respond to markets like this, right? This is why majority of the time you might not even realize there are trends within trends, right? So you might think, you know, oh yeah, I'm just normal, gonna wake up, right, start trading. You might not even realize that you're in a sideways trend, and you know you're just gonna get slaughtered, right? Why is this not good though? Now someone might be like, oh wait a minute, no. What you can do is, or what I like to do is, so resistance here, support here, right? Now this is a perfect example here. I mean, I didn't even mean to draw this, but it just, you know, and I want to show you what I mean by that. Suppose someone might say, yeah, well, sideways markets create consolidation, create, you know, support resistance levels. I'll just sell from here, and I'll buy from here. Well, buy from support and sell from resistance. The problem with that is, guys, how many times you can backtest this consolidation, or when you have channels like this, how many times does your support resistance level actually get respected, right? And don't get me wrong, sometimes they do, but why should I do that, right? Why should I put good money into bad trades? This is why I never really, you know, sell from resistance or buy from support unless it's a breakout, unless I follow my strategy. But if you was to just even if you like, if you're from a standpoint, right, if you focus, look at this visual, even that's not going to give me confidence, right? If I come to the markets and I see this, so let's just use this as the example, right? Let's just look at this, guys. Now this is sideways. See, this is what I mean. And then this, when normally people are like, all right, okay, yeah, he's just a back tester, he's just doing all, you know, it's okay, but the point I'm trying to make, guys, is, you know why when you trade live, why you lose? Because imagine this. Imagine I'm taking a sell from here, right? Look at this. Any mistake, even this would become a losing trade, right? Especially if you have got no experience. Especially look at all this, guys here. This is what I hate the most when it's consolidating like this. This is what I hate to see, right? Consolidation over here. Now again, we're moving sideways, so look at this. Actually, let me change and grab this one instead. Let's just say breakout here. I'm gonna put my trade here for the position. That's why I get slaughtered, right? Let's just say breakout here. Another one, let's just say this is a breakout here. Price comes down, get slaughtered. Let's just say price broke to the downside. I go for a sell, I get slaughtered. I, you know, break out to the downside. You know, see, it's all, you know, moving, because it's moving sideways. There's nothing you can do. Now let's find a trend, guys, where the market is actually on its way down. I'll bring it back, but I mean, okay, beautiful. And one key way you can do this, guys, grab your, you know, grab a line from the tools, and this, all you do, just do this, right? Obviously, you know, there's this is a channel. I mean, you could just be playing ping pong, but still, I don't like stuff like this, and I'll tell you why. Look at this. You don't know when if it's actually a breakout price. You know, you just can take buys and sells from here. I mean, it looks good, it looks attractive. I mean, perfect example even over here. What I don't like about this kind of trading model is, by the time you realize it's a channel, and you can even you'll see, by the time you realize it's a channel, the major move's already done. You're gonna miss out on so much, that if you was to even get on this and get on this move, you know, it's normally a breakouts, and then price starts flying up and down, and it just gets really messy. But rather than that, focus on one, guys. Now I'm not saying become a trend line trader or anything like that. Don't start trading like that. Just grab a line and just check, right, which direction is the market moving. Now obviously, if you go on the bigger times, it's going to give you a better picture, a better idea. I mean, this is right, this is even better. Look at this one over here. So we just see straight away we're bullish, So I mean, obviously look at this one, guys. You know, now this is a perfect example, right? Because we get enough time to realize, because it's moving bearish for such a long time, it gives us enough time to realize it's a bearish trend, and then we can capitalize. So if I had to capitalize on this, right, and this is why my win rate is, you know, are decent, and especially my risk reward. You see me pass prop firm challenges. I post them, you know, live. I post them in my Discord community as well, where I pass them within 1-2 trades, 1-2 trading days with high win rates above 60% sometimes, and with 1-4 risk rewards, 1-5, 1-6, and that's the whole idea, guys. So let's just say, guys, let's quickly draw some levels, for example. So I know, you know, we're in a, you know, huge push to the downside. Why? Because first of all, as well, we know it's a bearish trend. Market is making high highs, lower lows and lower highs. Now look at this. When I go to a bigger time frame, this is momentum volume. I don't want to fight this. Why the hell am I going to start looking for buys when the market's tanking like the way it is, right? Let me just draw another one over here as well, right? I mean, first of all, you can see the super clean position here. Breakout, touch of the line, boom. I mean, but then again, I'm not a trend line trader, so don't go off that. I'm sure there's enough videos content for doing that, but I'm gonna do what increases, you know, what I find simple, and you know, what is obviously what I believe, that because I've given it so many years, this strategy, it's only fair for me to speak about this strategy. So okay, you see this now. People normally be on the mistake that they make is another one is, oh, support established. Well, this was the first one, rejection, and then support established, and then support established here, bullish engulfing candle over here. What do you think people do, guys? And this is super annoying. I was gonna say super irritating. You could pretty much say this that as well. Okay, so if you look at this, guys, what is wrong here, right? Now you can only counter trend if you got significant amount of experience. I've made YouTube videos where I counter trend as well, but obviously don't do it just because I'm doing it. You have to put, you know, once you've I wouldn't say mastered, but once you've gained enough confidence in trading with the trend, then you can. And another thing as well, guys, don't open 5-6 currency pairs or different charts. Look at the ones that are trending and start, you know, just stick to one currency pair. That's all right. You know, tell all my students that's the best way to go about this. Okay, so what we see here now, look at this, support. Now, you know what this basically was, and this is the best way I could probably explain it. Imagine this zone here as a dam, right? All this is the dam, the water's, you know, just filling up, piling up, and now it's come here to the dam. Now imagine this is pressure though. You got this huge bearish long candle to think of as momentum building, pressure building, and the water is just becoming more and more pressure increasing. Now this is the dam over here. What do you think, guys, is going to happen over time? The dam's going to have a few cracks, and what the early signs of the cracks, that's what's going to get you ahead of the game, right? The early signs of the cracks are, even though we're getting this bullish engulfing, if it was this bullish engulfing was just to complete this evening star or this dark cloud cover, whatever you want to call it, and once this dark cloud cover forms, this bearish engulfing is bigger in size compared to the, you know, this bullish engulfing. So as soon as this forms, this loses all its value. So this now means sellers are in full control, right? What else do you see? Number two, the bearish candle over here has closed below where these candle bodies never closed before, only these wicks. The first time this bearish candle is closed, right? In a new area, and it made a new low for those, you know, who like to go a bit more technical terms. Now, if I turn on the candle strength indicator, look at this, guys. Super strong bearish candle, no wick at the bottom. That's your third confluence. Another one, bullish candle formed. Buyers are lurking around still before they get slaughtered. Bearish engulfing here, and boom, right? This will take you out. Now, what do we see here, guys? You see this bullish candle here? This is a very weak bullish candle. Buyers, you know, on the last breaths. It's basically the candle flickering below before it gets blown out, taken out. And then obviously bearish engulfing takes, you know, push to the downside. Now, do I take my sell Let me just remove this. Do I take my sell over here? Let me just bring this up. And guys, if you are finding value from this, please hit that like, subscribe, comment, share. I reply to every single one of my comments. So but yeah, going back to the video, once this push has happened, do I just take a sell here? Now a lot of people, well, especially some of my students, especially when they're starting out, they do this, right? Wrong. You wait for price to come back up to the to the zone, right? That's where your area of value of your high level area of interest is. And look at this, price comes up, and then let's just break this down even more. Let's see if we get a signal entry pattern. Okay, if we get this huge wick rejection, right? But I'm guessing this is at 150. That's news, guys. This is more than enough here, right? Don't take you off this. This is news, obviously avoid it. We get multiple evening stars. We get multiple wick rejections. You can pretty much, okay, we got this super strong bearish candle here. A little bit of bear retracement. You can play it super safe above the zone, or you can place it above the wicks, or you can even place a safety net, guys. Place it above the zone and of this wick here, and that should give you enough breathing space. And let's see what we can get away with here. Pretty much this should still basically, if you held it for a short while, you get it like 1 to 4. If you held it for longer, obviously price will continue pushing further down. But now what I was speaking about earlier, guys, what I was speaking about earlier was taking a sell over here, right? Now this is why trading with the trend, this can apply with your edge, is so powerful. Trading with volume. Now this is obviously I was planned and executed this sell. But imagine if I just randomly, right? Remember, imagine if you've got no stop loss. Let's just say, for this example, let's just say we do have a stop loss still applied. If I just randomly take a trade here, randomly, right? I win the trade. Randomly, if I take a trade over here, in this case, I would lose. But look at this though. Still, it went almost like to halfway point, right? Now remember, we're in a downtrend. So here, randomly, I would win. Let's keep going. Randomly, I would win. These are random entries, right? So even these are no-brainer trades. Randomly, not looking for not trying to play smart or anything. Random, just, and see, this is why, because when you kick a football into a river, you know the river is just gonna, the ball has to put in zero effort. The river will put in all the effort and just carry it downstream, or carry it down the, whatever you want to call it. And that's basically, guys, applying this. I mean, look at this, guys, right? Now again, don't think like, oh yeah, I'll just start doing trendline trading, guy. You can try it, back test it, guys. It's not for me. I've found that I can pass prop firm challenges much faster, much quicker, and more comfortably, and my psychology has less stress when I apply the break and retest method. I just find it, I just find it more appealing to the eyes, and I just find it more simpler. But anyways, I mean, even if I was drawing my zones here, catching buys, and this is not as steep as I would like it to be. This is really steep, because especially if you zoom out, I mean, this is what I like to see, guys. When I see something like this, I'm all in. I'm going to take full advantage, right? Like, this can just keep going, right? And I mean, I can just already mark out these zones. But if I was going along, you can just see, guys, I would win a few here as I went along. And it's super simple, right? Obviously you got price, but once price breaks this high here, look at this, comes back, retest, boom, shoots up, right? And you can find, even if you zoom out enough, you should be able to find some price action on the left, and because price always leaves clues, guys. So you see, I'm sure to draw these zones, I could find something from here 100%. If not, I'll just can go to a small time frame and refine it even more. But even if you look at this, guys, I'm on a much bigger time frame. Now look at this. If I just look at this 1 minute, let's do it like this. Bullish trend, not the best. Bearish, again, bullish trend, Okay, this is a nice push to the downside, and then obviously you've got bullish trend. Now imagine guys, all you do at this point, focus on buys. This one, even if you focused on sells, right, you still win, like, you know, and it looks like it's quite significant downfalls. Here, focus on buys on the way down, focus on sells, and how would you know what you need to focus on? Obviously, I don't want this video to be too long. How would you know what to focus on? Buys here, uptrend. I've got my breakout, right? Now I'm going to focus on sells, right? Push to the upside. Again, got my breakout, push to the downside. It almost looks like I'm trying to show a trendline trading strategy, but you can still use it as a reference to know which ones to focus on. Now, let's just see if we can, before I just go lastly, guys. I mean, this is beautiful, guys. Look at this huge push to the downside. Let's look at this one here. This is what I was looking for. Price moving sideways. You know what's the best thing you can do, guys? Guess what the absolute best thing you can do is, if you see price moving sideways, just leave it, ignore it, right? Last thing before I say before, you know, happy new year to everyone, and I just want to leave it as guys, where if I want to give one tip of advice is take minimum trades as you possibly can, and a trader who does less is the one who earns the most. I want to leave it as that, guys. So, you know, place less trades, don't overtrade, don't over risk, and you'll see, and I hope 2025 brings many blessings to you and your family. Take care, and I'm out.